He has an HBO one-night standout, Showtime special, and his new album is called Relentless. Bill Hicks. How you doing, man?
Good, Alan.
Good to see you.
Beard, I love it.
I know. When did you grow it in?
Just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks now, and I'm going, I don't know about why you did it, but I'm going through a Rasputin, Kenny Rogers period in my life. I was going to go through a Jesus period, but Rasputin got laid a lot more than Jesus. So pick your heroes wisely.
Do you have any heroes?
No.
It doesn't seem like you like a lot of people. I listen to the album, laugh out loud, but it doesn't seem like you're happy about a lot of things.
Well, you know, people say that a lot after my show. They go like, "What do you have against America? You don't know." I love America. That's why I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
These people are not Americans. So it's an odd thing. They've got everyone so brainwashed where someone talking about freedom is now un-American. I don't know what to tell you, folks.
You just met Bill Clinton? Somebody told me?
Yeah, I was in Cleveland, and he just came up there the day after Bush's speech. And it was good. People were really want to put their hope in something, and you saw the Republican convention.
Yeah.
People really want to put their hope in something, and you saw the Republican convention.
Yeah, yeah. And you're from Houston. So what was that like?
You know, first of all, every time they showed something from Houston, they would go, "Here we are in Houston, Texas," and they showed this two-step band. I lived there my whole life, never seen these guys. It could be the year 3000, God willing, we make it that far, and they will go, "Well, the shuttle's taking off from Houston, and here's Houston." It's like it's some intergalactic, you know, hayseed ride. But I've never seen those people, and but I did watch the convention. It was quite embarrassing. It was like watching the live-action version of Animal Farm. We are more equal than you.
Did you talk?
We are more equal than you.
Did you talk to Clinton at all?
No.
No?
No.
You going to vote for him?
Yeah.
Because you believe in his policies, or it's just a vote against Bush?
Vote against Bush. Anything but Bush. If Satan were running against Bush, which I know is impossible because they're on the same ticket, but I'm saying if they were, I would still vote for Satan. You know, I just can't believe we're heading this way, you know. Only the Republicans can make human rights a bipartisan issue, you know. These liberals, they think people should eat. Guilty.
But, I mean, everything you stand for, but you love pornography, right? Let's talk about that for a minute. Not a popular platform to have.
$3 billion a year.
I want to show you.
I don't make that much.
Yeah, do we have that still ready in the booth, Paley? There it is. Look at this right up there. This is a billboard of a shot taken in upstate New York. Real men don't use porn. They have an astronaut there and a doctor and a judge and everything. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm curious about what the astronaut uses while he's circling the Earth up there.
Real men don't.
I can't wait till I have solid food. I mean, what does he fantasize about?
So, but why do you like pornography?
Well, what does he fantasize about?
So, but why do you like pornography? Well,
I think it's art. You know, and I think people that don't think it's art are just jealous, you know. I admit it's a fluid type of art, but, no, I just, you know, play devil's advocate to everything. Whatever these real men do, I'm the opposite. That's all.
Now, on your album, too, there's a parental advisory label, which is probably a dream come true for you.
Right. There's also the one I put on.
Okay. Now, we're going to turn this around, and on the back you have your own. And I'll tell you what, I'll read this. It says, this album contains everything your parents hate, everything the church preaches against, and everything the government fears. Now, do you think this is a form of censorship, putting the sticker on like that?
I don't, because it's not censored, but I do believe it helps sales. And I tell you, what does it tell you about an album that doesn't have a warning? Hey, this album has everything you thought of when you were in the 3rd grade. You know what I mean? Who buys an album that doesn't have a warning on it?
Now, comedy albums aren't that popular these days. Why come out? You know, why come out with a comedy album? Usually everything's on video, or.
Well, the reason I like the album, and you're right, it's not like these are giant sellers, but the reason I like doing it is because you can do an idea from beginning to end. It's not like doing a TV shot. And also you can do material that you can't see on TV, even on HBO. I mean, there's stuff on here that, you know, I'd like to think is fairly realistic beliefs people have, but you don't see, I'd like to think, is fairly realistic beliefs people have, but you don't see elucidated anywhere.
Now, your one-night stand, you touched on some of these topics, but you really didn't get to go all out. Is that what you mean? You have an hour's worth that you really want to put out there? And
right. This is 56 minutes. So.
Yeah.
And a lot's lost on the visuals. You know, that's one of the things that used to bug me about comedy albums, when you'd hear, you know, so anyway, you know, they should have inserts of the guy doing the things, you know, but there's some loss. But I really think that, to me, it's like leaving a body of work, and these are ideas that I don't hear anyone saying.
Did you ever have trouble, like, I know you had some trouble with Letterman at one point, talking about certain things. Is that true?
Yeah, that is.
At one point, talking about certain things. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
What happened?
Well, you know, growing up in Texas, I and my friends always were entertained by TV evangelists, okay? And we used to watch them. They were our entertainment. And we had material on them years before the PTL scandal happened. And anyway, I was doing material in that vein, that these guys were shysters, you know, and religious type material. And at the time I did it on Letterman, they said, yo, you can't say this about these guys. These are preachers. Right? So anyway, I did it anyway, because I didn't have, I don't know, when you do shots, it's not like you planned the alternate set.
No. No. You're stuck with what you got.
Right, yeah, it's like, okay, I'll cancel that and go to the funny stuff. Thanks for catching me. You know, I've been kind of working on this. Yeah, cancel that.
We got to cut away, and we'll talk about this when we come back.
Exactly what happened on Letterman, man. You're dissing me, man.
Bill Hicks, but I won't kiss your ass. We'll be right back. Hi, you're watching Night After Night. I'm continuing my conversation with comedian Bill Hicks, talking about dealing with television. Well, have you been watching the late night talk show wars? I mean, does this excite you?
You know, I surrendered to all of them, man. It doesn't excite me. I was thinking, you know, about the rumors of Letterman leaving. I think you should be up for that, for his job there.
Yeah, they have to go with someone a lot safer. Plus, I enjoy my job here. I don't mind making, like,
well, would it change if I told you I'd just come from NBC and they wanted me to bring you the offer?
I will come. Bring me the network money. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, who's supposed to, Dana Carvey's supposed to take over.
I don't know. Why? You should do it. You already have a show. What is he going to do? A George Bush after every guest? Or isn't that weird? You know, we seen it. We seen it. You should do the show.
You sound a little bit like Kinnison there. We've seen it.
I'm channeling him right now. It's an alternate career I have. I
haven't seen you since he died, and I know you started out with him.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
What, are you looking for an alibi?
No.
I was in Dallas that day. Yeah. You know what? I was just in Dallas. Speaking of my own segue, and you know, you can go to the Dealey Plaza to the 6th floor, and it's like a museum.
Right. Yeah. I heard about that.
And the window is made out, you know, into a display to look exactly like it did on that day, and it's really accurate because Oswald's not there. So it's, I don't know who did the research. Yeah, but it was very accurate, and I was impressed. I don't know, man. The conventions just got me bummed. You know, it's so.
You're all over the place today, aren't you? You are like, and I know you stopped doing drugs, right? Didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you talk about that on the album.
I did. I did stop taking drugs, but on the other hand, I mean, I do support them totally. You know, I had good times doing them. That's all.
That's it.
That's all. That's all. We can.
Now, what is it? Now, are you married?
No.
Okay, let's say you get married, you have a kid. Start smoking it. You have a problem with that?
None. See, what's odd is what's odd about our country right now. The extent of our drug education is a slogan. Just say no. That's our drug education. To me, just say no is very closed-minded, the opposite of open-minded, the opposite of learning. See, all my friends and myself just said yes, and I guarantee you, we learned a whole bunch about drugs. I know all about them.
So why'd you quit?
Well, as I said on my album, once you've been taken aboard a UFO, you know, it's kind of hard to get higher. It's kind of hard to get higher than that.
Now, you just talked before the show about going out to the desert. You live out in L.A. now,
right?
And looking for UFOs. Is that your goal in life, really, to be put on a UFO? I mean,
it's nothing I'm counting on. I haven't sold the furniture yet, but you know, I mean, I make myself available. But you know, at the very least, to go look for UFOs at night. If you don't see one, you sure have a good night of being away from people. But people are idiots. Did you see the people during the convention? I love this, wearing Desert Storm T-shirts with Buy American buttons on. Oh, the Iraqis are wondering about that as they're getting bombed. What happened to Buy American? Well, everything except oil.
Now, you were just in Europe?
Yeah, I was in England.
Now, how do the audiences react to you know, what you say over there about? I mean, you talk about America a lot.
Definitely, and they love it because they share the same beliefs I do. They have the benefit of objectivity, which I think a lot of Americans don't. I have the benefit of objectivity because I've seen America from a UFO. It gives you a perspective. But they're great, and I was over there during the riots, which was hilarious because the Brits were trying to sympathize with me, you know. I'm trying to catch news of the riots. They have 4 channels, all of them playing snooker. So, you know, L.A. burns to ground, but here's Jimmy White with the long shot, you know. But they're over there going, you know, oh, Bill, crime is horrible. It's terrible here, too, the crime. I'm like, shut up, man. This is, you know, Hobbiton, and I'm Bilbo Hicks, all right? They have crime, I swear to God, on the front page of the paper, you'll read articles like, today, some hooligans knocked over a dustbin in Shaftesbury. Ooh, the hooligans are loose. All these editorials, what if they become ruffians? You know, I don't even know what a hooligan is. I think I could take 20 or 30 of them. Bring them on.
Well, what's coming up next for you? Anything? You can do another HBO special?
No.
You can do this on an HBO special.
Yeah, well,
you can do that.
I think that might be coming up, hopefully. I'm going to England to do a special. Kind of a Don't Look Back Bob Dylan documentary type thing in November. And England's been amazing for me. I mean, I've been schlepping around America for 12 years. And I'm over there a year, and I'm like Tom Jones, you know. Whatever, I'll go where I'm liked, you know.
Okay, well, listen, you're welcome back here anytime.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Bill. Relentless is the name of the album. I recommend it highly, and we'll be back right after this.